Hey there, what's up, ladies and gentlemen, and beautiful people of the interwebs? It's your boy Kieran here from Local Leverage SEO, just cruising to meet, the lovely lady friend. So I thought I'd shoot a quick video and answer a question that I get asked so frequently, it's crazy. And I mean, it's typical that I would get asked this question because obviously the profession I'm in being, obviously helping people to grow their local businesses. So what is the question? Well, the question is, quite frankly, what is the one thing, not five things, what is the one thing, not only that you could do, but that you should do right now if you want to attract more business, make more sales, generate more leads. Let's say you want to generate results tomorrow. What is that one thing that you should do? Now, here's the thing. Typically, when um, you ask somebody this question, if they don't know a lot about marketing, they're going to be like, oh, I heard this is good, or I heard this is good. But very oftentimes, when you do ask somebody who does know something about marketing, maybe they're a rep, maybe they're an agency, maybe they're some sort of a consultant, typically what they're going to do is they're going to give you a biased answer. And why are they going to give you a biased answer? Because of the fact they're going to tell you that the best strategy would be to employ whatever strategy it is they know or sell or offer, right? When in actuality, that's not the strategy that you should be applying. So, what is the strategy that you should be applying? Well, before I get to that, make sure you check out landmoreleads.ca. That's landmoreleads.ca. And there you're going to see the structure and the process and how we're able to generate our clients more leads, more sales, more revenue, more profits here at Local Leverage SEO. And if you've got an interest in working with us and looking at a potential partnership opportunity, like I said, check out landmoreleads.ca and you can find out more about it there. So anyway, let's get back to the question. And again, what was the question if you're just joining us? The question was, what is the one thing that you should be doing or could be doing in your business? The one thing, not the five, not the two things, not the five things that you could or should be doing. What is the one thing that you should do today if you want to generate more leads tomorrow? Now, if you remember just a moment ago, I obviously said, hey, listen, typically if you ask a marketing consultant this question, they're going to tell you the answer is whatever product or service it is that they sell, whatever marketing service they sell. Maybe it's Facebook ads, maybe it's SEO. And here's the thing. I offer SEO services. If that person is a client of ours, we very oftentimes will do Facebook advertising for them. Um, but for me to tell you that that would be the best thing for you would be an absolute lie, because it isn't. It simply isn't. And the reason that I know this is because I've seen it inside so many different businesses. Now, here's the thing. Maybe you've seen somebody else who's getting great results with some specific strategy. But what we need to realize is that when we employ a new strategy, there's a learning curve there, right? If you've never run Facebook ads before, and all of a sudden you're like, hey, listen, I want to generate more clients. I want to run Facebook ads because, Bob down the street's doing it and he's doing great, right? We need to understand that there's a learning curve there. Like, you're not just going to set up Facebook ads perfectly correctly the first time and they're just going to convert. It's not the way it works. It's not the way it works at all. You're not just going to set up SEO and overnight you're going to be generating business. Again, that's not the way it works. So we need to know what is the strategy that you should employ. And should really means it has the highest potential for success. We know it's going to be successful. And the reason that I know that Facebook, or maybe actually it is, but the reason that I know that, just picking whatever somebody else is doing isn't the best strategy is because of the fact for every single business, the strategy that they should apply if they want to generate more leads or more sales, like I'm talking today and tomorrow, if they want to generate more business today or tomorrow, the reason that I know that it's just not copying somebody else is because of the fact it's going to be different for every single business. Now, why is that? It's because we want to do something that has the highest likelihood of success, right? If we want results tomorrow, we really don't have time to be testing and trial and saying, oh, is this the best thing for me? So what is the answer then? Well, the answer is simple. It's to review what you have done since the inception or the opening of your business, and to review everything you've ever done, every strategy you've ever employed, every campaign you've ever set up, every special or offer you've run, and look back and say, you know what? Out of all of these different things that I've run, what was the most successful? What was the most successful? What got me results? Because what is crazy is how many times people do something or they employ a strategy and it works and they get some clients or they have some success with it and they're like, okay, that was great. Let's move on to the next thing. Don't move on to the next thing. Are you crazy? It worked. It worked. Do it again. Keep doing it. Do it every month. Whatever worked, keep doing it. I I cannot stress how crazy it is that people are like, oh, I want to be creative and do things differently. Sure, you can do things differently. Maybe call it something different, but use and employ the exact same strategy. Because if it produced results, it's extremely likely that it's going to produce the same, if not better, results again. And you should be able to employ it at a far more expedited rate because of the fact you've already employed it before, you know how to do it. That is why the most effective strategy that you can employ if you want to generate more business today is to look back at what you've done and review those things that those campaigns, those strategies, those sales processes that you've employed in your business, determine which one was the best, and then employ it again. And then you're ready for a really interesting concept. Just scale it. If you, let's say you put up a Facebook post and you generated, 5 clients and you're like, oh, that post really worked. That was really effective. Maybe I'll do that again. Well, sure, do it again. But what happens if this time, what happens if you actually put some ad spend behind it and ran a Facebook ads campaign? So it just wasn't an organic post. Rather, now you're able to target and reach even more people, right? Pioneers always die with arrows in their back. That means people who are always trying to reinvent the wheel are never going to have the same level of success as the people who consider what it is they've done in the past. They look at the strategies that they've employed and they say, this worked. This really produced some amazing results for me. Oop, we got an ambulance coming behind us. There we go. Okay. So yeah, looking at what it is we've already employed, and then just do it again, and again, and again, and again. It's so simple. And like I said, blows my mind. Absolutely shocks me just how many people say, oh, that worked. Let's move on to something else. Don't move on to something else. Keep employing that and then add other things in. Or look at how you can improve it. Because another concept in marketing that is very, very important in business in general is always optimization over innovation, right? What we do, if I ever go into a business and I'm looking at how I can help that business grow, I always start with optimization first and then innovation. I can tell you I've got this great client, um, and they own a bin rental service. And we were looking at different ways to market their business, and we came up with a number of different strategies. And they were running some Google ads, but I mean, they were just running it to a random page. They weren't tracking anything. They didn't really know. They were really giving it their best shot. And by the way, I should preface what I'm saying with the fact that they are a really excellent business. They provide a level of service that is far above um, anything else or that is available in the area. So they're really doing a great job. But they just simply wanted to increase, but they wanted to grow their business in a lot of different ways. But the first thing was they wanted to increase the clientele. Now, here's the thing. I could be like, oh, let's run Facebook ads, let's do SEO, let's do this, let's do this. And those things may all be very applicable and they may help them. However, the most effective thing that I could do is look at what it is they are already doing, see that they're already achieving some level of results and success with it, and then just optimize it. And that is what we've done. And you know, I truly enjoy the calls when I get a call from them and they're like, it is so busy, we are so booked, we are absolutely out of control. Now, are we going to employ a lot of other things? Absolutely. But is that what we did in the beginning? Absolutely not. What we did in the beginning was we always optimized first. We looked at what was working, we improved it, and then once that is working, once we're producing better results and they're already seeing a level of success, then we innovate. Then we start adding additional strategies and layering more and more and more on. That is how you grow a business. That is how you market effectively. And I can tell you that if you are always just trying new things and you're like, oh, that didn't work, you know what I mean, on to the next, you are wasting time, you are wasting energy, and you're wasting resources. Because anytime, like I said, anytime we want to employ a new strategy, there is a learning curve. We have not done it before. Now maybe, maybe you strike gold and you get lucky that one time and it works that first time off the bat. However, the more that you understand the principles of marketing, the easier it gets. And that's when you begin to start seeing lots of successes just right off the bat. And even then, even when we do produce those results, we're always innovating, optimizing further, improving it. And then, and only then, we innovate. So what is the best strategy for you? I know I kind of went off on a tangent there, but what is the best strategy for your business? It is what has ever worked the best, what has produced the greatest results, what has generated the most amount of clients, what has brought in the largest amount of sales. And you look at that and you apply it again and again. And if it worked on Facebook, let's say you posted on Facebook, it's likely going to work somewhere else. Maybe you want to try Groupon. You apply that same strategy in Groupon, that same offer. Maybe you're like, okay, I want to do a coupon clipper. Maybe you want to do a postcard drop. Maybe you want to do a direct mail sequence offer. There are so many different ways that you can apply an already working campaign just simply through different types of media. And that is how you level up whatever it is you're doing. That is how you, again, optimize, and that is how you get results. So, if you want to get results tomorrow, if you want to attract more clients tomorrow, if you don't want to wait for results, if you don't want to, take the long way, then be smart, be strategic, think about it. It only makes sense to just do what has worked in the past again, 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 and again, and again. Sure, try new things, but not until you are applying what is working consistently. Cool? Good stuff. Alrighty. So, again, before I forget, make sure you check out landmoreleads.ca. That's landmoreleads.ca. And again, there is where I break down the strategy that we use at Local Leverage SEO. This is where I kind of explain what it is we do. And again, I give you the offer, if you're a good fit, to potentially work with us. But regardless, love to hear from you. Thanks for watching. I appreciate your attention. And I look forward to talking to all of you peoples of the interwebs very, very soon. Later, homie.